So let's talk for a minute about what call tracking is and why you should even be interested in it. If you have a small to medium-sized business that, let's say, has over 10 employees, basically where you're not a one-man band, Jesus, to where you're not going to handle all customer support inquiries, then a lot of companies out there that say Google AdWords doesn't work, hiring local SEO companies doesn't work, display advertising doesn't work, media buys don't work, they're not addressing one of the main fundamentals of calculating ROI, and that's controlling everything that you can do internally to the best of your ability. So what I mean by that is if you're not the only person handling customer inquiries, specifically sales, if you have a sales agent or if you have a secretary, anything like that, and you're not addressing or monitoring or at least doing quality control on the job that they're doing and the processes that they're following, then you're leaving money on the table and you're not calculating the true ROI potential of the advertising methods that you are doing. Back when I was like even if you hired somebody like me to come in and consult for you, the first thing that I'm going to do is implement things that give us the information and the data to make better decisions. So for example, if you did a billboard advertisement and you're not tracking how many inquiries you get from that, and you hired me to come in and consult with you, the first thing that I'm going to do is ask you, how are you calculating that ROI? And immediately you're going to give me some bullshit answer that's going to say, well, you know, our secretary asks, you know, how you heard about us, and we have a coupon code or whatever. But not everybody's going to answer that truthfully, and not everyone is going to answer that correctly. And then you have, you know, a process of elimination, but none of that stuff is accurate. So if you do a billboard advertisement and you're not doing call tracking, you're pretty much throwing money out the window because you have no idea which ones are effective and which ones are not. If you do the little local advisor, you know, the mail drops that come for different neighborhoods or whatever they are, if you're not doing call tracking for that, because you can set up numbers and it's super cheap, and you know exactly which ones are the winners and you can ditch the losers. The other advantage is you really need to be doing quality control on sales agents and customer service representatives. You need to be recording the fucking calls if you've never done that before. That's one of the first things that I would implement if you hired me to come in and consult for you. If your company has over 10 to 15 employees, it doesn't matter who they are, they're going to be handling customer inquiries and customer interactions. We need to know exactly who is performing correctly and who is performing incorrectly. And by that I mean some of the fundamental stuff that small service businesses that could turn them into medium to large service businesses, they're just not doing the fundamentals. They're not calling people back right away. They're not answering, they're not doing a correct greeting. They're not directing to the right person or they're not knowledgeable in order to take care of that person without handing them off to someone else, and then thereby increasing the time frame that someone gets the information that they want, and that gives them the opportunity to call another company. And if that other company is better than that at you and you're not monitoring how well you're doing at that, you just lost the sale. So, and then these same people, these same business owners will come to me and say, well, Matt, you know, we've hired a company to do local SEO. We've done AdWords before. We've done media buys. We've done mail drops. We've done billboard advertising. Nothing seems to work. Well, it wouldn't exist if it didn't work at all. So it's your job to stay on top of it or hire someone that can. I'm not trying to pitch myself here. I really don't do that much consulting anymore. I'm trying to advise you on how you can use call tracking, which companies work well, and how to actually use them to your benefit to get an increased ROI on what you're already doing. Because the potential is there. You just have to see where it is, identify it, and then capitalize on it. So I'm going to put together a couple videos for this series, and we'll delve deeper into this subject. If you have any questions, ask them in the comments below, and then there's going to be additional resources in the description. There'll be some links to some blog posts that I wrote about this.